Let's talk about a very common question that I've been asked. What is the cost of a hair transplant? Now, I'm sure that you've done a lot of research and you looked into cost per graft, but the truth is that a hair transplant is not only about the dollar amount. It very much is about the investment you're making to get the best results. Now, you can go anywhere for a hair transplant, but that does not necessarily correlate into getting the best outcomes. What I would like to do with you is break down exactly what you're paying for when you go for a hair transplant, the cost associated with the procedure, and I think it's important for you to understand the difference between FUE and FUT, because these are two procedures that you're going to have to choose between when you go for your hair transplant. And finally, I want to help you figure out which clinic you should pick so that you can get the best outcomes. Before I jump in, I want to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Ross Kopelman. I'm a hair restoration surgeon. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. The first thing that I want you to have an appreciation for is what is a hair graft. Now, a hair graft can be made up of one follicular unit, 2s, 3s, or 4s. These grafts are extracted from the back of the scalp using either the FUE or FUT approach, which we'll discuss later on in the video. What's important for you to understand is occasionally we take these grafts and we cut some of them underneath the microscope. And the reason for that is because we're designing your hair. Now, when we do the hairline, we only want to use follicular units 1s, and that's because there's a softness to the hair when you use one follicular unit in the front. Behind the 1s, we want to put a few 2s. In the mid scalp, we want to put 2s and 3s because it adds density, and occasionally we'll put some 4s in the crown. Now, what's deceptive is when you have a conversation with your hair surgeon and you say, how many hair grafts do I need? How much is it going to cost me per graft? The reason why this is deceptive is because when we take hair from the back of the scalp, occasionally we have grafts that have 4 follicles or 3 follicles, and those grafts sometimes have to be cut underneath the microscope so that we have the correct distribution of hair follicles from the hairline all the way back. So why is this a problem? Well, when you take that graft that has 4 hair follicles or 3s and you cut it up, you're actually creating more grafts. So let's say originally that 4 graft was $10. Well, now when it's cut up into 4 different grafts, it's now going to be $40. It's deceptive. And that's why I prefer for patients to ask, how many follicular units, how many hair follicles will I need to design a really great outcome? It's not about the grafts. It's about how many hairs. So I think you're starting to get an appreciation that this is not about the grafts. Now, there are hair surgeons that do charge per graft, and on average, it's anywhere from $6 to $10 per graft. But I don't think that's the best approach. In fact, at our clinic, we don't charge per graft. We charge per results, because at the end of the day, you're paying for the artistic design. That is what is critically important for you to understand. It's less about the grafts and it's more about the artist and the experience of the hair surgeon. Now, there are cases that are small, there are medium cases, and there are large cases. And that's kind of how I think about hair transplants. Now, the artistic part is critically important. We talked about singles in the front, doubles and triples in the mid scalp, 2s, 3s, and 4s in the crown. That's what it boils down to. It's not about how many grafts you're going to get. The other thing that you have to really consider is what age you are. If you're a young male, well, you're at risk for continuing to have hair loss. So in that case, we have to be very careful and cautious with your hair transplant. We don't want to be too aggressive. If you're in your 30s or 40s and you're going for a hair transplant that's offering you 4,000 grafts, 5,000 grafts in a 2-day sitting, please avoid these hair transplants. They're way too aggressive and you're putting yourself at risk. They might look amazing initially, but 10 years later, no, you're going to have a lot of issues. Now, if you're an older male and you have completed your hair loss process, well, we could be a little more aggressive with how many hair follicles we're going to transplant to the front of your scalp. Again, this is an artistic process, and it's important that when you go to a hair surgeon, they have a perspective of what's going to happen to your hair loss as you get older, because then they can design an appropriate hairline and they can use the limited donor supply that we have at the back of our scalp to its max utility. You do not want to deplete the back of your scalp, because if you do that, you're going to have see-through issues, which is a complication. And same with females. We want to approach all hair transplants with a level of caution, and we want to always approach hair transplants with an artistic eye. And that ultimately is what you should be shopping for. It's not about the grafts. It's about who is doing the surgery. Do they have the expertise, and do they understand the progression of hair loss? The other cost factor you should consider is what approach is being used to perform your hair transplant. Now there's FUE, which is follicular unit extraction, and there's also FUT, follicular unit transplantation. FUE tends to be a little more costly because it's more time consuming. We use a device where we extract individual follicular units from the back of the scalp. It's ideal for anyone who has a short hairstyle, great for men, and women can also have this done. The other approach is an FUT approach. This is where we take a strip from the back of the scalp, we suture it up, we do a trichophytic closure, and this linear scar heals beautifully. It's almost imperceptible after a couple of months. And this approach is great if you have longer hair like me as a man, or it's great for females. Now it's important that you know about these two approaches. I did make an entire video comparing these two, so if you want more details, I encourage you to check that out. And the other thing I want to emphasize is it is important to go to a hair surgeon that has the ability to do both, because then they can customize what they think is ideal for you. So make sure that's part of your process when you're searching for a hair surgeon. Now, deciding to have a hair transplant is a big deal. That's why it's important that you go to someone who has a lot of experience, who takes design seriously. You should check out their before and afters to make sure that they have consistent and reliable results, and get clarification for how they charge for their transplants. Are they charging per graft? Because now we know that's not necessarily the most transparent way to charge for a hair transplant. Additionally, it would be good if you checked out reviews, because that will give you insight into what your own experience will be like. We talked about a few important things when you're thinking about a hair transplant and its cost, and I hope you really consider those strongly. If you have any questions that I've not addressed, please leave them in the comments below. Please hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to grow our community, and as always, I'm here on your journey to help you address your hair loss.